Hello guys, welcome to this particular lesson. I'm going to teach you how to do some time scheduling and timetabling using FET software. Before we proceed, I'll just take you through some of the terminologies. I believe they are very much important when you are actually handling this particular scheduling. So in order to understand this scheduling software, you need to understand how it does function. And to understand how it does function, you need to understand the terminologies it uses. Now, to start with, I'll start with what we call an activity. An activity in the modern schooling system, an activity is a lesson. For instance, e.g., English, physical education. We call these activities. We can have another activity called biology. So we call these activities. Now, another thing you need to understand is an activity tag. An activity tag. Now, an activity tag is simply, for instance, this biology can be practical. You have a lesson of biology that is practical, and you have a lesson of biology that is theory taught in class. So in that case, the word practical or theory or whatever other classifications you come up with, this is what we call an activity tag when you are actually doing those lessons. Then we have something we call a constraint. This is a constraint is an instruction, like a provision. I can say a scheduling requirement that need to be fulfilled when you are doing a lesson. For instance, you can say that PE must come before a break. So you say PE before a break. Now that becomes a constraint or a requirement, or simply something that needs to be fulfilled when the timetable is doing its scheduling and its planning. Now, there are so many others. We can have a group. A group is like a class. For instance, a grade 7, form 1, class 4, class 5. We call these groups. This one. Now we have a subgroup. A subgroup. For instance, inside one class, we have 3 sets of students doing different subjects. Maybe one doing a set of students doing music, another set doing agriculture. So the subgroup is actually a set inside the entire group of students. So you can just say a set inside the group. We call it a subgroup of students. So armed with these terminologies, guys, you can be ready for our next lesson on how to do this practically. We will be doing our FET practical lessons with you. Stay tuned in.